Hi there, in this video we are going to go over how to find the area of a circle. First you need to know what the formula for finding the area of a circle is. So the formula is area equals pi r squared. Okay, that means that you're multiplying pi by the radius squared. And the radius, if you can recall, that is from the center of the circle out. It is half of the diameter, right? Alright, so example 1 here. At a school play, there is a spotlight above the center of the floor that covers a lighted area with a radius of 7 feet. What area is covered by the spotlight? Alright, so we are given the radius here of 7 feet. So we're going to start with our formula. Area equals pi r squared. We're looking for area. We'll plug in 3.14 for pi. Our radius is 7. That's given to us in the picture. And we're doing 7 squared. Alright, 7 squared is 49. Multiply that by 3.14. And we get 153.86 feet squared. Alright, example 2 says find the area of the circle in terms of pi. So now we're going to leave pi as pi. So let's start with our area formula. Area equals pi r squared. Okay, we're going to drop down a. We don't know what a is. We're going to drop down pi because we're going to keep pi. And then our radius. So in this problem, from the center out would be 6 because the whole thing is 12, but the radius is only half of that. So from the center out will be 6. Alright, so now we have pi times 36. Or we really write it as 36 pi. You treat pi like it's a variable, so it goes at the end. Centimeters squared. Right, anytime you have area, you have to square the units. All right, example 3. The area of pizza is 113.04 square inches. What is the diameter of the pizza? All right, so now we are looking for the diameter. We are given the area. So we're going to use our area formula. We're given the area, which is 113.04. We'll plug in 3.14 for the pi, right, for pi. Our radius, we don't know what r is squared. All right, so now we have an equation here. So we're going to divide both sides by 3.14. Okay, and then we have r squared equals 113.04 divided by 3.14, and that gets us 36. Now, 36 is equal to r squared. We just care about r, right, not r squared. So we're going to take the square root on both sides, because the square root on both sides, hopefully you remember that, that means that these two cancel each other out. Squaring a number and then taking its square root are opposites of each other when you solve equations. All right, and then the square root of 36 is 6. That got us to find r, okay, but we need to find the diameter, which is 2 times r. So the diameter is actually going to be 2 times 6, which is 12. All right, in our next example, we have a circular plate has a circumference of 16.3 inches. What's the area of this plate? use 3.14 for pi. Okay, so we're going to start with our area formula. No, sorry. Actually, here we're given our circumference. So let's use our circumference formula. So we could either use C equals pi times diameter or C equals 2 pi r to start. And then I'll add in here the area formula because we're going to need that. All right, we're going from the circumference to area. If you take a look here, you'll notice that the circumference and the area formulas both have the radius. All right, so that's good. So we're going to use the two formulas that have the radius because that'll connect the one formula to the other formula. All right, so let's start with C equals 2 pi r. C is 16.3 equals 2 times 3.14 times the radius. All right, well, 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. Okay, now we're going to divide each side by 6.28. And we get r is equal to 2.59. Okay, once you get your radius, now we can plug that in for our area formula. So area equals pi r squared. We're looking for area. We're using 3.14 for pi. We're plugging in 2.59 as our radius. So 2.59 times 2.59 is 6.7081. Then times 3.14, we get our area to be about 21.1 inch squared. All right, example 5. The floor of a new butterfly conservatory will be a circle with an 18-foot radius. If the material for the floor costs $3.95 per square foot, how much will the floor cost? All right, so in this problem, we are trying to figure out first, what is the area? And then second, how much it's going to cost. All right, so we're going to use our area formula. Area equals pi r squared. 3.14 times our 18-foot radius squared. Okay, I'm going to start squaring the 18. So 18 times 18 is 324 times 3.14. That gets us 1,017.36 feet squared. That's our area. Okay, now that you know what the area is, it's 1,017 square feet, okay, and it costs $3.95 for 1 square foot, right, per square foot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply this by $3.95 to figure out our total cost. So 1,017.36 times 3.95, and that gets us $4,018.57. Okay, so that's how much it's going to cost to do the floor of this conservatory. All right, next we have here, the athletic department wants to paint the school's mascot logo on the gym's locker room wall. They start by painting a solid blue circle on the wall. What is the maximum distance of the logo if only 1 quart of blue paint is used? All right, so here we have 1 quart of blue paint covers 78.5 feet squared. Right, so that's good that we know that. We're trying to figure out the maximum distance. that the logo could be. So we're really looking for the diameter here. But once you find the radius using the area formula, then you can just multiply that radius by 2. All right, so our area that we're going to plug in is 78.5. We're going to plug in 3.14 for pi. And we're going to solve for the radius. Divide each side now by 3.14 so that'll cancel those out. And now we have 78.5 divided by 3.14, and that gets us 25. Then when you're here at this step, you want to take the square root so that you just get r, which is 5. Once you get r as 5, then you can get your diameter, which in this case it would be 10 feet. Alrighty, so that is it. Hopefully you learned how to find the area of circles. Thank you for watching.